Welcome back to The Blend. There may be no better way than to give your seal of approval, rather, than with a touch of your finger. Our next guest uses state-of-the-art imaging to help provide the best fingerprint possible.
Monica Pappas is the co-founder and CEO of Fingerprinting Express. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. Fingerprinting is actually a public safety issue.
It is. It is. Anyone around children, elderly, or disabled people have to have a fingerprint background check to do that job. So there's certain crimes you can't have committed and be around vulnerable parts of the population.
Gotcha.
So this is super important for caregivers and...
But there are several different background checks. What makes a fingerprint background check better than the rest?
So the biggest thing with a fingerprint background check is really the biometric data attached to that criminal record. So when you're just running a name and date of birth background check, you're relying on the criminals to be honest about their data, which you can't lie about your fingerprints. So when we take your fingerprints, they're scanned against the criminal database. The report that's generated is going to show any crimes committed.
Aha. There we go.
So it's very important to have a fingerprint background check. And that's a big issue right now because the difference between the background checks, people think, oh, it's just a background check and they're all created equal. Well, they're not, because the biometric data, you just can't lie about your fingerprints.
Gotcha.
Aha. And you have 4 locations across Nevada, 2 here in southern Nevada.
Yes.
Tell us about when people walk in the door, what they're coming to do with
Absolutely. So people that come to us, they're getting a new job, they are volunteering or even adopting. And so we have, we literally get to hold hands with them through this big change in their life. And we really love what we do. So we really take pride in our service and our store. So we have a really nice, clean facility. We protect everybody's data as well. We take that very seriously. And we only use the data for the purpose of what they're trying to do for that criminal background check.
So you're not putting it into some system where you know the feds are trying to find us all.
No.
And
We don't.
Minority Report, exactly. It's some of your services can actually come to us as well. We don't necessarily have to go to the store. Notary, I believe, correct?
That's correct. We do provide mobile, fingerprint, and notary services. For seniors, we do a lot of hospital visits. We do power of attorneys and wills. And that's really important to have those kinds of documents no matter what age you are. You never know if something happens. It was actually kind of sad on October 1, after October 1 happened, we were getting calls from parents and the kids didn't have a power of attorney, and it was really important to have while you're coherent.
And the problem with that is then you kind of just leave it up to the courts and it gets stuck in this whole long litigation thing, which no one wants.
It can create a lot of additional stress in a very stressful situation. So we just recommend no matter what age, please get a power of attorney, healthcare, financial, and have a will in place just in case. Hopefully you don't need it, but at least you'll have it.
Of course.
It's so true, and these are the kinds of things we put off, but when it comes time, and God forbid you wind up in the hospital, you're going to wish you put those things in place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if we go on a site visit for a mobile notary, they have to be awake. We have to make sure they know what they're signing, and so unfortunately, if they're not, then we just can't complete that process.
Absolutely.
Right.
Taking fingerprints for seniors a little bit more challenging, isn't it?
It is. As we age, seniors kind of work their fingers to the bone. So seniors that are still in the workforce, we have high resolution technology to be able to capture their fingerprints and get the best possible fingerprints we can capture. And so the technology that we have these days is so superior compared to where it was even 10 years ago.
This isn't just putting your thumb in ink and calling it a day.
I was going to say, you don't do the ink anymore.
We're all thinking of Law and Order, and it's not.
That's right. That's right. No, it's all digital. It's not messy. It's actually really fast. We get everybody in and out in minutes as opposed to hours. And so we really try to make it convenient and efficient.
And it's fascinating. You brought in, is this the actual equipment that you go on a mobile call with?
Yes, this is, it's just a laptop in this little box, and it's really easy to capture the fingerprints, and then when we're using the live scan technology, we can send those fingerprints electronically, so ultimately we're getting people to work faster. So as opposed to the old ink and hard cards, someone has to manually scan that into the FBI system, which can take months for results. This is just a few days for results, so everybody is getting to work or adopting or volunteering that much faster.
Fantastic. And I know it's Fingerprinting Express. It's not just about fingerprinting, it's about keeping us secure in one way or another. I know you also destroy files as well.
Absolutely. We have a shredding service, so we have a shred all policy of any paper inside of our office, and we also shred documents on a drop-off basis. So if you're cleaning out your files and you want to make sure they're properly disposed of, we would happily help you shred those.
Awesome.
So in your office you have no paper?
We try to eliminate paper.
You try to eliminate paper.
I've never had a job with so much paper in my life as this one.
Really?
But they're all destroyed very
that's
well.
right.
It's a worthy cause. Everything's digital these days.
Great job. Welcome to the Valley. It's great having you.
Thank you so much.
Good to have
Thank you so much. Hey, leave your prints to the experts at Fingerprinting Express. They're located on East Flamingo near Maryland Parkway. You can visit their website or call the number on your screen. Fingerprinting Express, proud sponsor of the Morning Blend. They can be found on social as well. Speaking of social,